Once that string arrangement at the end, which is very George Martin / Beatle-ish. Another old trick, segueing the first two songs on the album. Where have I heard that been done before? Going into Take It Away. Now, speaking of some of the names you hadn't worked with on your own post-Beatles work, Ringo Starr makes an appearance on that record.
He's good.
Yeah, I've heard, he's going to make a name for himself. This made for the first time any of the other former Beatles had played on one of your post-Beatles recordings.
Yeah.
Tell us about reuniting the classic rhythm section after more than a decade, not just musically getting back in the groove, but what kind of emotions it may have evoked.
Well, I mean, from the first second we ever played with Ringo in the Beatles, it was special. Mm-hmm. There was an electricity came in the air, and it was like, okay, this is it. And throughout the whole Beatles time, the Beatles career, Ringo was always there, and he was always dynamite. So the Beatles broke up, and suddenly I was missing that. And, you can work with other people, but Ringo's Ringo. And he's got something very special. It's a deep thing. Well, they talk about drummers, they say he's got a great feel. Mm-hmm. I drum, and I think the only thing I've got is a feel, whereas Ringo's got more. But that feel is very important. You can be the world's greatest drummer, most accomplished drummer, but especially in rock and roll. But if you haven't got that, you haven't got that feel, you don't just feel the importance of that groove, then you might as well give up, So the idea of working with Ringo again was very exciting and kind of emotional, because all during the Beatles time, I'd always just got into a studio, sat down and worked out the bass and the drums part with Ringo. So I knew how to do it. He knew how to do it. We knew how to work with each other. And it was like that. When we came together again, it was like, oh, look at him. Oh, he's sitting down. He's sitting down at the kit. Oh, I've got my bass. Oh, this could be good, And you just get that excitement. And sure enough, you lock in. That's the thing we always had, this ability to lock in. And it is a great thing for a rhythm section, obviously. So, yeah, it was exciting. It was emotional. It wasn't tears emotional, but it just inside. I felt great. I think he did too, It was just like, we go together well.
You indeed do go together well. That song also comes out right around the time MTV is becoming a thing. Now, you've done videos for many, many years, but the video for that song, dragging John Hurt into it, that's a pretty special one. Tell us how that all came about.
Well, I'd known John Hurt for quite a while. He's a great actor and funny guy, a good friend. And we first of all met him when we first came down to London from Liverpool, and there was a play on in the West End called something like Little Malcolm and His Struggle Against the Eunuchs. And that's a kind of title you want to go and see. Well, what's this about? But and John was playing the lead, so we went, and Brian Epstein came along, I think. So we all went along to see it and really liked it and thought, it's kind of it had something different. So we got to know John through that, and I knew him through the years. We'd go to dinner with him or, just hang out at his house. So, so when the part of a manager of a sort of Brian Epstein character came up, I thought, I bet John would be great. Would he be interested? So I rang him up, and he said, yeah, he could do that. So I think, again, it was just a thrill working with someone as good as that, who'd been in loads of movies and had been incredible in them. So I was asking him to be in a little movie, a video for a song. But we just got on very well, and I think he did a great job. I think he played the part very well.
No. he sure did. And actually, he was in the movie version of that, which Apple Films released, The Little Malcolm and the Eunuchs, some years on. Yeah, how about
that's right.
that?
Yeah.
About that.